it's Reagan, and wearing another fluffy sweater. I'm like a giant polar bear. But today I'm filming my December to be read pile. Month of December, funny month for me when it comes to reading, because basically, first 2 weeks of December I have finals, which means probably not going to get a lot of reading done. But then, finals are over, and then I have all the free time in the world to do all of the reading. So that being said, I have 5 books to show you guys. A lot of them are pretty long, so that I want to get to in the month of December. I am probably, hopefully, going to be reading a lot more than 5 books, but I plan on making a video later in the month of all of the books I brought home with me on break. So that'll be like an extended TBR in a way, you know? You know. The first book I plan to read this month is a book I started already, and it is The Enchanter Heir. It doesn't have his dust jacket on. I'm reading it, and this is the 4th book to the Heir series by Cindy Williams Chima, which is like the first book after the continuation of the trilogy. Basically, the Heir series started out as a trilogy. It's like an urban fantasy young adult trilogy that I read a long time ago, and in recent years she decided to continue it. So I've been putting it off for a while because I was hesitant because I didn't feel like rereading the trilogy and it had been so long, so I was worried I'd be really lost. But news to you and everyone who's been asking questions, I'm not lost, because really this isn't like this is like a whole new story. It's just set in the same world and set after the events of the original trilogy. So it's like a Dark Artifice situation, not a City of Heavenly Fire situation, if you get my description there. Anyway, I'm 160-ish pages into this. I'm really enjoying it so far, actually. I'm really liking the characters. It has that joint perspectives that I really, really like. And I am a sucker for her writing. I read through it really quickly. I can't really explain what's the premise of this because I don't want to accidentally spoil the original trilogy, but just know it follows a whole bunch of different magic guilds within like our modern setting. And that's all you really need to know. The first one of the series is The Warrior Heir. Pick it up if you haven't. It's very good. The book I really want to get to this December is Tatiana and Alexander, which is book 2 to the Bronze Horseman trilogy, which I first read back in August, which is so long ago. Anyway, I've been saving this for wintertime because these books are very emotionally draining. It's a historical fiction, epic romance set, or at least the first one's set in Russia, and they are taxing. And I just figured wintertime is a great time for a taxing read. So yeah, my list is a carryover from last month's TBR that I didn't get to, but I still really want to read, and that is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. Again, another young adult fantasy. If you haven't noticed, I'm back in the fantasy mood, which is holla, finally. But yeah, I've heard amazing things about this. I'm not entirely clear what it's about. Just know it's a fantasy book, and the writing is apparently very unique and cool and captivating, so it's something I'm really excited about. And I've actually been wanting to read a Maggie Stiefvater book besides the Shiver trilogy for a very long time, so finally, people. Next up is a hunk and very much long overdue, and that is Storm of Swords by George R.R. Martin. I don't even want to know. It's long. It's very long. Before anyone says anything about the 3rd Game of Thrones book, no, I have not seen the 3rd season of the TV show. No, I have not been spoiled for anything in this book series. So if you value your life and value my friendship, you will not comment or say anything about this on this video, or it is over. It'll go down and you will lose, because I will find you. My plan for this is to kind of read like 50 pages a day of this like every day and just slowly make my way through it. Over the break, obviously if I get really, really into it, I'll probably just read this by itself for a while, but yeah, I'm excited to finally get to this hunker of a book. It's like, what, 1,200 pages or something? 1,200 pages. And the last book I want to read this month is a middle grade fantasy book, which I've actually already started. I started it back in October and I really liked it. I put it down for some reason. Couldn't even tell you why. But anyway, it is Keeper of the Lost Cities by Shannon Messenger. This young adult fantasy series, it's about like a magical world and a magical school, but it involves like fairies, I think, which I usually don't like, but I'm pretty decently far in this and I'm liking it, so. Some books just change your opinions on things, but anyway, this young adult fantasy series has ridiculous ratings on Goodreads. Like this one has like a 4.7, the second one has like a 4.23, the third one has like a 4.4. So that really pushed me to pick it up, and so far so great. Yeah, basically it's about like a young girl who has a secret that she's a telepath. She finds out very early on in the book that this is not as abnormal as she thinks, because she meets other people that have mind abilities, and they're like, let's work together and figure this out. And she's like, cool, let's do it. Alrighty guys, that is like my December TBR. Hopefully, like I said, I'll read more than that, but you never know, because the Storm of Swords is really long. Anyway, I will see you guys soon with another video soon. Goodbye.